That made popping a top popular could go out of business. Tupperware now warning in new filings that there is, quote, substantial doubt about the company's ability to continue. Tupperware sales last year down 18%. This is ABC News.
Want to kick back with your favourite British TV? Escape with Britain's best series, only on BritBox. Don't miss new and exclusive releases, including BritBox original drama Stonehouse, starring Succession's Matthew McFadden.
It's Stonehouse, John Stonehouse.
Follow the unbelievable true story of the British politician who faked his own death.
I deny those allegations in the strongest possible terms.
Succession's Matthew McFadden stars in BritBox's new original drama, Stonehouse. Stream this and more at BritBox.com.
Sherry Preston, ABC News.
Rutherford County, you've got a brand new business called the Relatively Crafty Market. It's a warehouse full of awesome vendors where you'll find unique gifts like handmade home decor, repurposed furniture pieces, jewelry, signs, bath and body products, children's gifts, and a whole lot more. It's a mixture of old and new coming together to create the perfect market. Hours are Monday through Thursday, 10 to 5, Friday and Saturday, 10 to 7, and Sundays, 11 to 4. Call 980-1197. That's the Relatively Crafty Vendor Market, 114 Michael Drive in Forest City, in the old former Kids Play building off Doggett Road.
Hey, this is Cameron coming to you from the Blue Room with a check-in on your weather. Today's be sunny with highs near 75, clear overnight with lows around 50. Wednesday, mostly sunny with highs near 70, cloudy overnight with lows around 55. Thursday, cloudy with highs near 75, cloudy overnight with rain showers with lows around 60. Friday, mostly cloudy with rain showers with highs near 65, partly cloudy overnight with lows around 45. And there's your weather forecast here on 100.9 FM, 590 AM, WCAB, Rutherfordton.
It's got to do a whole lot of warming up to get to that 78 degrees. Right now it's 38 degrees and sunshine at WCAB at 6 minutes past 8 o'clock. And on Tuesdays, we always get a visit from Andrew Tisdale. He tells us the best way to invest our money, when to sell and not to sell, and whether you're going to be a millionaire or not playing the stock market. That really not doesn't happen, does it? Or does it?
You won't know my real honest theory and opinion and factual opinion.
Both.
Both?
Both.
Well, they're all in one.
Okay.
Okay. I tell this to a lot of people, especially the younger investors that come and talk to me. With time and discipline, yes, being a millionaire is actually unexcusable if you have the proper time and discipline. This is from a book from Dave Ramsey. And also, it was called The Everyday Millionaire. Actually, Chris Hogan wrote it. He was with Dave Ramsey at the time, but it was actually a piggyback off The Millionaire Next Door. These are studies that was done over times and years and years and years. And I have seen what they say, in fact, in my office so many times. You wouldn't believe who the millionaires really are. It's because the millionaires understand the value of time and discipline over and over and over, compounding interest. So going straight to the point, really quick and easy, is if you invest, you weather the storms, and you do it consistently, you will become a millionaire. It's time and discipline. The top 4 industries that create millionaires are not the highest paying industries out there. As a matter of fact, this is where I had to really study back. Number 4 was educators. And I'm like, how? I was an educator. I didn't make that much money. But it's because a lot of the educators have the discipline to go and say, I'm going to do this every month, every month, every month, every month. And it happens. Engineers are there. Of course, that's a high-paying job, but a lot of it's because they understand the value of compounding interest. And one that was not on there was physicians. Now, I'm not going to name any names, of course, and this has happened 6 years ago, but I had a physicians couple out of town that came and sat and talked with me, and they made more money a year than most people will see in their lifetime, but they didn't have anything to show for it. It's because they were buying jet skis and speedboats and 4 houses and cars and paying a lot of student debt loan back. But my favorite people are those who understand the value of compound interest, time, and discipline. And yes, is it possible? it's a fact. It will happen with time and discipline.
Oh, okay.
It's the studies.
Now I got you off on a different route with where you were going to go. So.
That's right, and I think that's a really important question, and it brings us back. I think you just did this on purpose because you knew people are anxious and not understanding, the economics. Because, let's look at where we're at today. Economically, that was kind of where I was going to go. What do we need to expect is the fact that if you see that the inflation crest is actually starting to decline. So what's that mean for the rates and everything? What you're going to see, how do you figure this out? One is look around the world. Australia's quick raising their rates. New Zealand's raising their rates as fast as possible. China's not raising their rates. We have the highest probability is we're going to see one more rate raise in May 3rd, and then it's going to kind of taper off. There's a 70% probability that's going to happen. So what is that saying about the economy? Well, inflation has gotten slower and slower and slower and slower, and there's no unified front. When you see that from a standpoint of countries across the world, that means that it is tapering off for a while. And so what does that mean about the economy? The good news is people are spending less because it can't stretch as far, and the rates are going to start slowing down. So here's what I would do. One, if you have been thinking about, I want to find a high-yielding CD, or I want to find a high-yielding savings account or something, it's getting time to start acting. Not thinking about it, doing it if you really want to do it, because it's fixing to start going down again. But also, what does that mean for the economy? We're going to have to see how that wave tapers out. It's either going to be a hard crash or it's going to be a soft landing. We don't know that. But do understand that, going back to where you started with, the value of a down market, whether you're in retirement or whether you are starting or in the middle of it, is actually a benefit if you actually remember the value of time and discipline.
And time and discipline is being patient, saving, as you're saying, or invest.
Stay in the course.
Stay in the course, and don't pull the money or.
Right, because if I think about it from this standpoint, if I had Duke Power stock and I was living off of the dividends are what Duke Power is going to pay you, and I bought it where it was $70 a share, and all of a sudden 15 years later I was getting the dividends, but it was $100 a share. That's a big difference, and now it's back down to $60 a share. And one thing we got to look at, am I more worried about the value or my income? Because if I pull that out because I'm worried about that value, guess what else I lose? I lost my income too. So many a times that happens, and so if I take all of that out, and I take that all that Duke Power stock out because I'm afraid that it's going to crash. I'm afraid that Duke Power is going to go out of business and it's not going to be able to pay me, but I still have to live, and I still take that money out every month that I put beside in a savings account. You're depleting that money quicker than you would have if you just took the dividends.
So if you want to know how to invest your money and have money to live on when you get over 65 or retire early.
Yeah,
if you want
who
to.
cares? That's right, time and discipline.
Yeah. Call this man, Andrew Tisdale, at
828-429-7539.
And at your new location, temporary location, I imagine you're finding you another place.
At 247 Oak Street Extension, Suite 105, the one with no sign.
The one with no sign, bless his heart.
One of my clients said, I want you to with no sign. I want to be a private place.
I understand that.
Makes sense to me.
Family members find out you got money, here they come. He'll be back next Tuesday.
Ooh, this North Carolina Education Lottery Winners Club espresso is strong.
Pace yourself. New winners tend to overdo it on the coffee. And with new scratch-offs out, well...
Hey guys, I'm a new winner. My name's Steve. What's your name? I really love this coffee. Wow, this place is great. Glad I grabbed a new scratch-off. Okay, nice to meet you. Gonna get a massage. Ooh, I think I need to relax.
Told you.
This month's tickets pack $60 million in total prizes. The Winners Club awaits. Must be 18 to play. Approximate overall odds. Winning range from 1 in 3.57 to 4.84. Problem gambling helpline 877-718-5543.
Well, hello. You might remember me from movies such as It's a Wonderful Life and Vertigo. But I bet you didn't know I was also a World War II aviator. I love history, and I also love antiques. Well, that's why I shop at Dive Bomber Vintage in Ruffton. Well, they've got something for everyone. They're located at 126 Park Lane Drive. Stop by the Chowhound Canteen next door. Have a hot dog or two. Make sure you tell Jesse that Jimmy sent you.
Hungry? Lunchtime, dinner time, anytime is a good time to stop in at Gregory's Original Restaurant. Choose from fresh delicious burgers, fries, sandwiches, pasta dishes, fresh salads, grinders, and so much more. All orders are prepared fresh and to perfection. Open Monday through Friday, 11 till 9, Saturdays, noon till 9, closed on Sundays. Call in or carry out, 828-287-2171. Located in the Park Lane Plaza in Rutherfordton, and DoorDash delivery is available. Fast and friendly service. That's Gregory's Original Restaurant. There are plenty of drugstores in Rutherford County, but not all of them offer the same personal customer service that is offered at the Medicine Box of Rutherfordton. Laura Hodge and her team have trusted experience and professional service. You're not just a number to them, you're a friend. Make the Medicine Box of Rutherfordton your hometown drugstore at 200 Charlotte Road in Rutherfordton. Open Monday through Friday, 9 to 6, Saturdays 9 to 1, 287-7117. Here's that sheriff's report recorded earlier for broadcast at this time. Here with the Sheriff's Department, this is Deputy Clayton.
All right, we've got 11 arrests processed in the detention center in the last 24 hours. The detention center is currently holding 181 inmates. We've had 118 calls for service in the last 24 hours. As part of the incident reports, we've got a Brooke Tipton reported breaking and entering. Julie Waters reported misdemeanor larceny for arrest reports. We've got Dustin Johnson was served with simple possession of Schedule I, possession with intent to manufacture, sell, and deliver methamphetamine. We've got Heidi Humphreys was arrested for felony probation violation. Tyrese Wright was arrested for failing to appear on a misdemeanor. Chanel Hines was arrested for failing to appear on a misdemeanor, and that's all I got for you.
Well, and last night, Braves baseball. Braves beat the Reds, final score of 5-4. We've got Braves baseball coming up tonight. Airtime will be 6:05 with a 7:20 first pitch. You can hear that game right here on WCAB. Well, in local news, authorities have identified the man killed Wednesday in a two-vehicle crash on US 221 south of Marion. Richard Neil Guffey of Rutherford County was pronounced dead at the scene. According to an investigation by Trooper J.L. Sanders, Guffey was driving a 2013 Ford van southbound on US 221 near Mudcut Road. An eyewitness traveling behind the van said it began to drift across the double yellow line. A tractor-trailer driven by Sean Donnell Turner, 52, was traveling northbound. Sanders said Turner tried to avoid the collision by driving off the right side of the road, even hitting the guardrail, but the vehicles struck. Turner was transported to Mission Hospital McDowell with non-threatening life injuries. Now, no charges will be filed. However, in addition to the North Carolina Highway Patrol personnel from the McDowell County EMS, Glenwood Fire Department, McDowell Rescue, and McDowell Emergency Management were also on the scene. Well, a man's 2021 conviction in a Rutherford County Superior Court will stand after the North Carolina Court of Appeals ruled the judge did not err when the trial proceeded after the defendant refused to attend his trial. Antonio Dupree Jefferson's conviction for a 2019 assault by strangulation, habitual misdemeanor assault, and being a habitual felon will stand after the three-panel appellate court ruled Superior Court Judge Joseph N. Crosswhite did not err when he allowed for Jefferson's jury trial to proceed when the defendant refused to attend the proceeding instead of remaining in jail. The appellate court filed its ruling on Tuesday, having heard the case in November 2022, a year after a jury convicted Jefferson. Jefferson had instructed the court that he was not ready for trial. He then refused to leave his jail cell to attend the subsequent proceedings. Crosswhite gave Jefferson multiple opportunities to join his defense and attend the trial, but the defendant declined on multiple occasions until he finally returned to court. In his appeal, Jefferson argued that Crosswhite erred in allowing his trial to resume in his absence. In the appellate court's opinion, Jefferson waived his right to be present by, quote, actively refusing the trial court's repeated offers for dependent to attend trial. Well, legislation is being considered in Raleigh that will officially give local school boards flexibility in creating their own school year calendars. Rutherford County Commissioners and the Board of Education went on record this week adopting a resolution supporting the proposed new law. Under current law, school systems are bound by rules governing when the school year must start and end. For several years, a handful of school systems, including Rutherford County schools, have defied the current law and opted for a calendar that many agree to be the best interest of the students, essentially a more balanced calendar that allows the first semester to begin roughly mid-August and ending at Christmas break, with second semester beginning in January and ending in late May. These school calendars that haven't followed all the state guidelines continue to have the same number of required school days. In addition to individual governing entities, various groups continue to advocate for changes in state law regarding the public school calendars, including the North Carolina School Boards Association. According to the NCSAB, the current calendar law has been direct repercussions on traditional public school students. The NCSBA has stated studies show that shortening the long summer break and taking exams around Christmas improves student achievement and future opportunities. The NCSBA believes that school districts should more locally authority to create school calendars that maximize student outcomes and best meets the needs of the local communities. The North Carolina Department of Public Instruction has said that state board does not have a written policy for steps to take if school districts don't comply with state calendar laws, and the law itself does not provide for any sanctions in these instances. Well, architects have been hired by Rutherford County officials. Rutherford County officials are once again hoping to put a plan in place to update the Sheriff's Office, Detention Center, that being the county jail. At their meeting on Monday night, county commissioners approved a contract with Mosley Architects in the amount of $48,615 to conduct a study of the jail space needs. Now, this meeting was held last Monday. The facility is more than 50 years old and was originally constructed in 1972. Now, since that time, the facility has undergone some renovations and additions. It officially had offices, a drive sally port, detention cells for inmates. Around 1988, the sally port was converted into a meeting room. Between 1994 and 1996, the new 4-story tower addition was built, with former county manager Carl Clausen and former Sheriff Chris Francis options were explored to expand the jail again. Now, later in 2016, the county again began working on a project that would repurpose the old outdoor exercise area located in the center of the facility. The final design for that project called for a 2-story build-out to create 15 additional inmate beds. Planning for this project ended when bids came in at nearly double at what was expected at around $2 million. According to County Manager Steve Garrison, contractors have previously cited the age of the facility and complexities relating to building a 2-story structure in the center of the building as factors for driving up the cost. Now, since that time, the staff members have participated in informal discussions with former Sheriff Francis and current Sheriff Aaron Ellenberg to determine the current facility capital improvement needs. That, according to Steve Garrison, over the past several years, the county has renovated the controlled entrance booking area, which included the construction of a new ADA-compliant access ramp. We have constructed a new medical support area, installed new waste grinder, installed new body scanner, among other improvements. Officials say the Mosley architect has expertise and experience in working with detention centers. This is the next step in our plan to improve the jail facilities, according to County Chairman Brian King. We'll take a look at our weather forecast for today and for the remainder of the week. It's going to be sunny today. Look for highs warming around 80 degrees. Lows tonight around 45. Sunshine for tomorrow. Highs again around 80. Partly cloudy overnight. Lows around 52 for Friday. Cloudy. Here comes a chance of more showers, more thunderstorms for the weekend. Highs around 75. Partly cloudy overnight. Scattered showers, thunderstorms. Lows around 55. For Saturday, partly cloudy. Highs around 80. And then Sunday, the same. Highs warming around 80 degrees under mostly sunny skies. Right now, we're at 39 degrees. We've got sports from NCNN coming up next, and then we're going to go on to music. We were planning to have the My Great America, but unfortunately, Butch and Jim have decided to stop the program, so we will not have the program, and I was not planning to have news for this entire hour. So we're going to go ahead and flip over to music for the rest of the morning, and hope you have a great morning. We'll see you back here tomorrow morning at 8 o'clock, and have a great day.